Hey everybody, I'm here and I'm finally back to work. I've been packing from Morocco, but we've got lots and lots of neat things to talk about today. As most of you know, I am studying at the Institute of Personal Care Science to get my degree in cosmetic chemistry, and it's intense. I'm working on my emulsifier unit, and I love reading about all the different emulsifiers out there. They all do different things. And so tonight I want to show you some of the things I've been working on, some of the things that I've discovered, and then I'm going to work on my assessment some more, and you can watch me make creams and see how they turn out. I'm also, if I have time, going to show you a few high performance actives because I'm all about anti-aging. I mean, I'm getting old, guys, so old. And it's incredible what cosmetics can do in your skincare routine to reduce your pore size, to smooth out those fine lines and wrinkles, and to give you a little bit of your youth back. So I'm all about that, and I'm having a lot of fun. But first, I want to show you what I made with multi-base EL. Now, I use this a lot. You can see that. Now, this is not the natural one. I do have that one, and I will cover that when I get back from Morocco. But right now, I'm just taking my tried and trues with me to share with the beginners that are in the classes I'll be teaching in Morocco. And if you watch, we'll be doing a lot of these late night streams because we'll be on Morocco time, so you'll have to catch the replay. And if you do, I hope you take a chance to come in and say hi. Anyway, so if you happen to be here on the live stream, please ask your questions. If you have any questions about emulsifiers, right now they're really fresh in my mind, so I know quite a bit about individual blends and things that work really well. Or if you're struggling with your creams, you can't figure out what this is happening, give me a little information and I might be able to help you. Also, comment in the below in the replay, and I'll see if I can do some research or just answer you if I know the answer off the top of my head. So yeah, I've been spending a lot of time. Actually, I've been spending 3 months now studying just emulsifiers. So I find them fascinating. They're under the umbrella of surfactants, and as a soap maker, surfactants are my jam. So I haven't even started the bubbling surfactants. That's next. Maybe I'll get to that while I'm in Morocco. Everybody wants me to do shampoos and conditioners. And I was just on another stream with Tara Lee, listening to her talk about BTMS 50, which is fabulous. But I really like it in a conditioner. But your actives that you use are really important in producing a quality conditioner. I'm really enjoying a lot of Asian hair care products right now. So if you have an Asian store that carries things from Japan and Korea and all those other places in Asia, they're putting out some pretty high quality, like salon quality stuff out there. And we've been seeing a lot of, and at least me personally, I've been seeing a lot of my favorite salon shampoos and conditioner just not performing like they used to. And so, go look other places. If you're not into formulating yourself, that's fine. Shop around, have some fun. Anyway, that's where I've been finding some really fun things. And it makes my hair feel so good. And that's always a nice thing. So what I want to show you first with the multi-base is that I made a natural sunscreen. Now, this is not with the proper coated zinc. This is just with really small natural zinc, and but it's not properly coated, so it'll stay and not really. It won't dissolve as quickly. There'll be some white that you'll see. So I'll just show you how it held up. I actually didn't think this was going to work at all because generally polymers don't do well with zinc. I'm just going to take a little bit of this and show you. And even though I'm super, super white, you're going to see even whiter. But because I'm going to Morocco, I wanted to make, with my students, a sunscreen. Now, I've actually added quite a bit of lipid load into this, which generally multi-base EL can't handle. Like it's really hard for it to incorporate more than 2 or 3% additional lipids. So if you wanted to put like almond oil or argan oil, you really need to keep your limits down. But actually, that's pretty darn good. I mean, it doesn't look like one of those sticks on my arm. Keep in mind, though, if you're going to start looking into how to formulate your own sunscreens, that in many countries it is illegal to market them. So in North America, for example, and I'm not sure, but I think Japan, it also might not be legal to market. Oh, there I get some on my face. A sunscreen without a drug license is considered a drug, a cosmeceutical, because it has claims, right? But this would definitely make a really great diaper cream or barrier cream. You could sell it like that. That's okay. But you can always use it for yourself. So what I used was, if you go to the Institute of Personal Care Science and you download her natural sunscreen video, you'll get the percentage of, I think it was 35% zinc that I used in this. And then I increased the oil to 20%, which is way higher than generally this one can handle. And there is some separation. So you might have to play with that. I would also suggest that when you make it, and if you're interested in seeing how I made this particular sunscreen, I will be making it in Morocco, so you can watch how I put it together. A lot of fun. We'll be doing some freeze thaw tests as well as just watching. I just whisked it together and used the low shear, and it did the oil started to come out. So I went back in with a high shear device, and those of you who are using like these, that's actually high shear. Do you see that? That kind of cutting blade is generally high shear, which again, I was really surprised that my multi-base held up to it. So usually that would cut all of the polymers down, which it didn't, which was great. So I need to actually look more into the emulsifiers that they use for this, because it's like magic. Anyway, super, super fun. That's what I've been doing to get ready for Morocco. Now, we also did the freeze thaw tests for my assessment. And I just want to show you my Edelweiss. I think this is my Edelweiss cream, right? My Edelweiss. This stuff's amazing. So let me just show you how it's holding up. It's actually done 5 days of freeze thaw. It's kind of dried out on the tip because you're not in a sealed tube. But here's what it is. I got a dirty spot on my hand. It's just been doing a lot of work getting ready to go. It might just be a scratch. Anyway, this feels so good. Oh my gosh, so good. On my lips too, because my lips are getting dry. Yeah, so that's the Edelweiss cream. If you want to see how I put that together, you can go to a previous, the one that's labeled Edelweiss cream live stream. And these are the freeze thaws that have no humectant, and they have no gums to help stabilize them. So if you're ever having trouble with separation of your creams, maybe not right away, because the originals, here's the originals, they're holding up great at room temperature and in ambient light and ambient temperature. It's just, they're doing great, all three of them. See, look at that. You wouldn't have known just looking at your cream that it's not going to hold up. And you really don't want to put your cream in a store until you've done a few really good testing on them. And freeze thaw is a really good place to start. You can also incubate and start testing for different bacteria to see if it grows. So here is sample 3, which is all of them 1000 on its own. And if you look in the tip there, you can see we also have separation. There you go. See that? So if I try to take a little bit of it out, yeah, Lots of separation. So it needs help too. You can't just have a good, here's the last one. And this was the first one because I shook it up on day one and it went all like smoothie. And not only is it separated, but it's lost all of its viscosity. So it's like really, really, like if I tipped this upside down, it would just, you know. And let's see again. Yeah, it has, yeah, it's all lumpy and yeah. So freeze thaws are a really good test if you're a beginner and you want to make sure your creams are going to hold, even if you're just making gifts for friends. Freeze it, thaw it, freeze it, thaw it, freeze it, thaw it, freeze it, thaw it, and see how it holds up. Now we're going to do an update, since I'm going to do these updates as I go along so I can keep track of my progress and you can watch, on the Lash Micellar Lash Shampoo. So my favorite so far is actually the 2.5% Aveeno. So this one right here. All right. I like the foam of the 5%. So I'll just show you. It's a nice thick foam. And that'll take off some of that zinc. But this one's not too bad. And I'm just feeling like perhaps that'll leave less on my eyes. So I also can give you an update on which shampoo is more gentle on your extensions. So my extensions this time. So if you look at my eyes, this one, I used a natural micellar, and you saw me get it in my eye. It was painful and terrible. This one was primarily, almost entirely, the Aveeno, and I have far fewer lost lashes. Here I've lost this entire side, and I'm starting to get gaps in the center. But on this one, it almost looks like when I got them. And I've lost a few, but not nearly as many as I did on this side. So whether or not to use a natural micellar versus a natural soap micellar versus a carefully balanced, gentle surfactant commercially produced, I would like, if you, I definitely would. And I like the Aveeno because it's got oatmeal in it, and it's got aloe vera, and it's got all of those things that are going to make it more gentle, and it's right up against your eyes, so you know it's formulated to be hypoallergenic, and it's not necessarily going to burn your eyes. But the key is to moisten your lash brush with just enough to get it wet, because if you're doing enough to soak it in, even the Aveeno will burn. it just will. It's just how it works. Okay, so that's out of the way. We've got an update. Highly recommend. We'll work with the Lash shampoo stuff some more and try out a few other brands of baby, gentle baby formulations to see which ones make a fairly good one. The only thing you're really going to have to invest in besides that is a really good preservative, and maybe think about different humectants too. Those will add another. It may interfere with your foam though, remember, because I tried adding all those humectants and it was just a liquid. So it's a cheap way to try out how to make your own. Now, if you're wondering where these foamer bottles come from, Amazon. You can get them on Amazon. Just type in foamer bottles, empty. And I think you can get like a dozen for under $20. So they're actually pretty inexpensive and reusable, which is great. All right, so let's get started with my lotions. And in between, we'll do the Mailbox Minute. I've got a package here to open. And I've got some lemon vinegar to pour out. This has been making its beautifulness for a few days now, and it's ready to get ready to dip your bread and eat your olives with, just like the Moroccans do. Put it on your rice. Lemon vinegar is tasty. I'll probably use a little bit of it to also make a cleaner, which will also be fun. So it depends on how much I make. Might even put some more vinegar on there for the cleaner part, and we'll take the stronger stuff for food. Kind of roll that way. I like to double purpose. It's what I do. Repurpose, 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 recycle, reuse, reuse. I love it. Anyways, so the formulation that I'm using, and I've got my 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to put on my glasses and look all sciencey now because I'm old and blind. Is all right, so we're going to use cetearyl alcohol and Cetera 20 blend. I gotta look up what that is, what the trade name is for that, because I kind of like it. I'm also going to try to make it with Ridimulse and SCG, Ridimulse SCG. And I'm also going to try it with Polawax, which is one of the first ones I've ever, I was working with this 30 years ago. This stuff is great. And it used to be one of the only things available. And is there another one? No, I think that's it. And then, of course, our Olive M100. Let's see if we can make it more stable. It's not bad on its own, but you don't want any separation if you're going to market your products. Now, the high performance active I'm going to use is one of the best. So this is retinol, a vitamin A powder, specifically designed for skincare products. And we're going to use that at, I think, 2%. I'm going to make it 2%. I'm going to look it up first. Don't worry. I'll do it in between. Make sure. I think it was 2%. Anyway, I haven't written down. I'm not even sure we'll get to it, but it's going to be going into some of the leftovers from my my lab, my assessment lab. All right. So, all right, where are my containers? So these ramekins are what I'm going to use. Not that one. That one's been banged a bit. And we're going to measure out everything and get them in the bain-marie, which is waiting for me. It's ready to go. So now you're going to look down at, hopefully I can angle the camera so you can watch me work. And before I get started, we need to do a little sanitizing. So we need to make sure there's no dust. Using a microfiber cloth is great because little bits of dust, yeah, cultivating contamination is really easy in your home lab. Let me tell you. Now I need my spray. This is a no rinse sanitizer. Very handy. I love it. Okay, so let me we'll start with this one by itself. Put these over here. We're going to do 4 samples tonight if I have time. And we're going to put xanthan gum and glycerin in all of them. I might even get some glycerites and make them. No, I'll just stick to the test. Got to do it right. I can always add things later. I love to add things. Okay, so let's get down here where you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so kind of don't need that guy there. It's going to be comfortable to watch. So make sure my angle's right. There's a little bit of adjusting to do, but I also need to be stable. Because I made a big mess. I am in the middle of packing, like I said earlier. This way. There we go. That should be fairly all right to watch. Now, I also will be using a little bit of that in one of the samples. Probably my extension exercises with either with the Ridimos or the Polo Wax. All right, so we need to tare. That's always important. Now I'm going to add, I'm going to measure out my oil phase. So we're starting with this one. All right. So I can't tell you exactly how much because it's not my formula. Sorry, guys. So that much. And then we're going to tare again and add the caprylic capric triglycerides. Where are you? I turned everything. Here we are. I need to move my formulation sheet closer. Sorry, guys. All right. So. Just a smidgen more. So close, I bet that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. And then we'll measure out the water. Let me just do a quick little calculation. Because water is 2 100, so I'm sorry, I gotta get out my calculator. I can't think this late at night. It's my calculator. I don't know if you can see that or not. See, I'm tired. Okay, that's how much water I need. Simple mathematics, and you're just like, But I don't want to fail my assessment, so we want to make sure we're turned yourself off. Sure, we're right on. Okay, I just need to pull some water. I'm like 1 gram off. Ooh, that was almost perfect. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go put these on the bain marie and set the timer. Okay, so I've got my temperature gun. Move this over, bring it back. Hi. Okay, while that's heating up, I'm going to show you. I'm going to measure out the other one. You want to watch that? Sure you do. I'll get ready for the next one. I've got so many of these to do. Okay. Tonight we're going to do 4 different lotions. So I've already got my labels printed out to make it easier. However, oh, and I've got my final vessels ready as well. Okay, let's just do a. And I really messed that up, didn't I? I was measuring all sorts of fun things. Playing with pigments. See my water-based stain. It's kind of fun. I really like the cheek stain though, even better. That was really fun. Okay. So, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring you back. I'm going to Morocco, as you know, and I found the neatest place. It's a waterfall with wild monkeys. And I've asked our tour guides to see if maybe we can do a little detour, but don't get disappointed if we're not able to, because, you know, it's like 4 days before we get there, so probably not going to happen. And we are kind of at the height of tourist season, so I have no idea how I've been able to pull this. It should cost us 10 times more than it has. I'm just grateful that I have really good friends in Morocco that are helping me make this happen, regardless of the crazy that is tourist season in Morocco right now. He sent me a picture of Marrakesh, and it was just wall-to-wall bodies. Like, people are just having fun. Now, right now in Morocco, it is the Festival of Roses, and it's probably going on right now. I missed it by 1 week. 1 stinking week. How sad is that? But my husband's birthday is the 7th, and I wasn't about to leave earlier than my husband's birthday. There's a reason. We've been married for as many years as we have, and I couldn't do that to him on his birthday. So we're going to have fun in Vancouver on Tuesday, and then leave early in the morning to head to Morocco. So the first stop in our trip to Morocco is Montreal. And I've heard Montreal is a crazy airport. Okay, let's see if that's enough. Yes, it is. Do you see how I kind of touched the scale like that? Just to make sure that it's not misreading. When you have a 1.1 thing and you don't have 2 or 3 decimal points, you need to be really careful, because it could be 1.56, it could be 1 point. You just want to make sure it's, maybe get a few readings and you're close enough. Now the last one, we'll do again with our MTC. So tear and just go nice and slow. Now this is kind of a chancy thing to do when you're just using one vessel to measure it out and you're not pouring it out. That's why I often use those little tiny cups, but I'm in a rush and I'm being very careful. If you're worried you're going to over measure, because with a 100-gram sample, it's really easy to go over by a gram or two. And when you go over by a gram or two, it totally messes up your whole formulation when you scale it up. So you can't just say, oh yeah, 10.10 is close enough, or 10.10 would be 11. You can't just say 8.6 is close enough to 8.5, for example. You need to be right on. You need to be very precise. That's why my other professors, Perry Romanowski, for example, he suggested, now because this is liquid, I can take off a little bit. And I'm just going to discard it. I'm not going to. 500-gram samples were his minimum. it just depends on your professors and what they teach you. Stick to that. But I like the economy of 100 grams and the simplicity of the math. There we go. Okay, we'll have to clean that. And let's measure this next. Oh. We even have dog walking this late at night. All right, there we go. Almost there. Now I'm going to make the retinol powder, the retinol serum, because I'm really enjoying both the Edelweiss and the, where's my syringe? I went way over. And my lemon bioferment cream. I use that lemon bioferment cream at night. Excuse me. Moroccan spiders. Oh dear. Come on. Our Shiba Inu is so noisy. My daughter just got home from work. She's so happy to see her mommy. Almost there. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to set these over here. And I'm going to check the temperature of my cream. Now, this isn't quite high enough. All right. All right, these are looking great. Actually, I can swap them out already. All right, so I'm just going to swap these up. Set the timer. Hot stuff. No. Okay, so these are hot. And let's just put these together, shall we? All right. I'm gonna go that way. Such an old guy. Wow. All right. See how they bubble? We're going to put that in here. So it'll cool a little faster. Go back to, oops. Those bubbles dissipate. I might switch to a whisk, back to the whisk. This is going to generate, oh, where's my, so what's this? I love this one. Rinse and sanitize quickly. This is one I'm taking with me to Morocco. I actually purchased 3 more of these. I love these. Switch to lotion. This does have a polymer in it, but it doesn't seem to have a sheer issue. Oh, no. I'm thinking of the other one. This doesn't have any polymers, so we don't have to worry about lotion. High sheer is actually better in a lot of cases. And get those particle sizes smaller, be less likely to fall out. They're colloid state, or they're emulsion. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? All right, we got rid of most of the bubbles. Just set that there. And before we go any further, this is sample 4. Let's give it its label. Alrighty. Hi, I'm good. Nope, not making candles, making creams. How are you, Kip Mix Master? Nice to see you. Hey, glad you could get on this late at night. How are you doing? Do you like to make creams? I do. I kind of have to because this is my assessment time and I got to get these done. Done. These label makers, I don't know if I showed you this. These label makers, oh my goodness, they, you really have to rink them to get them to work. So, but they're fun. I wish I'd gotten one years ago. They don't like smear. So if you get supplies in from companies who have cheap printers and you see that their labels are starting to fade, instead of grabbing the Sharpie and giving yourself a few more minutes of extra time, you got I'm making lotions and creams. I'm working with different emulsifiers and showing how they stand up in different conditions. Oh, I almost forgot the most important part. We need to add phase C. So let's get our glycerin measured out. And, I'm going to have to start over. Oh, I messed up. Oh. Okay, we'll just carry on. And I will make some adjustments to this formulation so that it's balanced. All right, so we're going to add 4%, 4 grams of this. Way too much. Let's pull some out. Because I'm making face creams and stuff. Yeah, like soap. Exactly. Yeah, creams. Creams. Beautiful, beautiful creams. That's weird. Okay, I need 4 grams. It was acting like it had 4. Sorry. What's your favorite kind of cream, Kit Master? Do you like thick, heavy creams like butters, or do you prefer to use lotions or body milks? I mean, they all have their uses, right? They're all kind of fun. This one is me testing out some different types of emulsifiers and how they handle up to a freeze-thaw condition. And what kind of ingredients you need to put in to keep them stable. I'm just going to take out a teensy bit. Teensy bit more. No, I'm going to put some back. Okay. There we go. Perfect. And now I need to get out my teeny tiny scale. Now, xanthan gum is very, very light and fluffy. Smooth like lotion? Yeah, I like lotions too. I really like lotions. I gotta remember to put the slurry in with my water. I don't know if this is even gonna work. You know, it's fun when you do lots of different lotions and different formulations. Gives you a chance to troubleshoot, because you inevitably do something you should not have done. All right, we're going to measure out 0.4. All right, where's that xanthan gum now? There you are. This scale is really cool. Let me show you. So we're measuring out a gum. Now what the gum's going to do is it's going to provide some stability, and it's going to give it a silky kind of feel too. Halfway there. Ooh. Don't want to go too fast. Oh, oh, nope. I think we're just right. Just right. Yeah, we're good. All right, so with a lotion and you're incorporating a gum, this is a terrible lid, you need to create a slurry which starts it to hydrating. Here. And by making this slurry, you get to see that it's completely evenly distributed through it. So I'm just going to, I need a spatula. I'm just going to use this little guy here. Sorry, I got a slurry. All right, so we're going to put this in. This is not the right way to do this, guys. I'm just seeing if I can save my lotion. I probably can't. I'm going to redo this all. But let's just see. Let's just see if Jen can save her experiment. After the fact, after she's already, what I need. How are we doing for temperature? I'm going to grab my temperature gauge and a spatula. And every bit of that. Ouch. Okay. Sorry. Checking on my other lotion. Yeah, it's a lot. It really, really is. So I'm not sure this is even going to work. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Because it's going to go through the I'm going to put it through the freeze thaw test too, along with the other 4, but this one's not going to get a label because obviously it's, yeah, you have to weigh every little bit. So I'm just going to do a little stir here. Get it all in there like that. And then we'll go back to, let me show you this cool whisk I have. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I have exactly 4 days to do all my freeze thaws to finish out this unit. So we'll see what happens, how this cream turns out, as compared to the ones that are processed properly. Create a special label just for this one. So it's slightly off in its percentages. Oh well. So we've made a lovely lotion for you, sis. There we go. This will be nice and thick. This will be a very thick cream. It's still very warm. Tomorrow we'll assess how it looks. In the meantime, I need to do a water reduction before I add my next bit. So I'm just going to put a lid on this. Check out these cool lids. These are Korean rice bowls. They're the cutest things ever. But they take fingerprints, like, I wouldn't believe. I'm not going to cover this yet because it needs to cool. But it's not getting a label because it is definitely a, oops, I forgot to add this, or oops, I added too much kind of project. So I'm going to go ahead and measure out the xanthan gum for the one that's on the heater. Yeah, just let it sit. Let it see what it's going to do, because it's going to do what it's going to do at this point. All right, so I need some more xanthan gum. So I have found that the different types of gums are really great in creams. Oh, that was fast. Perfect, perfect. And I will measure out. I think I'm going to grab one of my little handy dandy graduated. There they are. Here, I've got a few sterile ones here. These little cups are great for tiny quantities. Let's tear that, because I only need 4 grams. And that other scale was struggling to show me 4 grams. So I'll go with one that's an under 10 grams kind of scale, and I'm nearly there. Okay, a little bit too much. Pull it off. There's that syringe I'm using for glycerin. All right, we'll grab another one. Okay. Just needs a little more to clean up later. Well, that's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be the pro. I mean, I've made lots of things like this in the past, but right now I'm learning how to do it all right. And the fun thing about being on YouTube is that I can show other people how to do it right too. And then they can make creams and lotions and things that they can be proud of, that they can enjoy, and not waste their money putting them together. The bunch of ingredients that somebody said were great, but don't really work for what they want. So this type of cream is great for body lotions and that kind of thing that you like. So this would make, I could, make it thicker, turn it into a cream, make it thinner, and turn it into a body milk that you can spray all over your body. So I'm getting ready to go to a very hot place. Very, very hot place. Morocco is just beginning summer. So while I'm there, and I'm going to go ahead and measure out another one because these are both the same, so I won't get them mixed up. And we're going to need a lot of moisturizing. Yeah, I'm going to Morocco. I'm taking a group of students to Morocco. So if you ever want to travel the world and learn how to make cosmetics, we'll be doing something different every year. This year, our destination is Morocco. And I have 10 students, which is going to be, well, there's 10 travelers, and it's going to be fun. And the host country, if you live in the host country that I'm coming to, my course is free. You can attend it for no charge whatsoever. So it's really, really, it's a working vacation. So it's going to be fun. I love to create. I don't like to mass produce because it's just really, really hard. I lose my passion when I'm just making the same thing all the time. So this creation place, yeah, this is where I like to be. This is my jam. Making new things. Tonight we're going to add vitamin A to one of these, to the leftovers that I don't archive. And then I'll be testing that on my students as well if they want to. So we've got 0.4 I need to get. I love this scale. I should be using the scale more. It's got 0.000 gram accuracy, and it's completely accurate too. I've got the weights to prove it to myself that it's on spot. So I've got a more accurate one that it goes up against when I'm doing my formulating. So I have to double check everything. Yeah, I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. I seem to always go back to teaching though. I really, really love working with high performance actives in these particular creams and things. And I used to have a business where I sold ingredients. So you could buy soap making supplies and fragrances and all of that kind of thing. Then I decided to have children, and that was more important. And far too difficult to have those kind of chemicals around a growing family. Oh yeah, let me show you the sunscreen I made. I made sunscreen. I'm going to be making sunscreen with my students. So this is an easy formula. So this is one that I made. And check it out. I really like the skin feel of it too. It's actually, this is a natural sunscreen. So it's made with zinc. And it rubs right in. Of course, my skin is super, super white, so you really can't tell that it's still there. It's not really. It does go back to pink. But it's got a nice, the first one I made, you go, whoo, whoo, whoo. It didn't really rub in very well. This one it's nice. It's really, really nice. So it's got some lipids in there. I used sunflower and argan. I wanted to use a little bit of the ingredients from the country that we're visiting. So people will like that. I'm going to show them how I did that. And that's a simple formulation. It's not perfect. It has some, I need to work on it. And I have the proper ingredients for making one. I have there's a really good gum, a polymetric emulsifier actually called Sepimax Zen that you can use, and it will just make it stay. I think I've got it in my hair. Yeah, I've got zinc in my hair. Things go everywhere when you're formulating. All right, so I'm ready for my next two. I need to measure out for my third lotion, or my second lotion. No, my first lotion again because I messed it up. So let's measure out for my lotion number 1 again, because 1 was a fail because I didn't calculate my water and I didn't add my glycerin and my gum. So let's redo that. If you want to watch me, I know, right? Here I am. I can hide behind my glasses when I stutter. So let's tear that, and we're gonna go. Let's do this again. So 10 of the caprylic triglycerides. And these are just coconut oil, medium chain triglycerides. So coconut oil, basically, unfractionated coconut oil. If you don't have the, so close. There's 10. And here, use the right one. Do I have enough? Okay, we're not using that one. We're not using that one. That's, oh, I've lost my emulsifier. That's not good. How could I have lost it? I was just using it. Hiding. Okay, we'll do number 3, and while I look around for the other one, I must have put it somewhere. So this one, we use the same amount, so that's fine. This is Olive M1000. The yellow bowl. Oh, this is something that I'll show you next, okay? I will show you something next. This is in the title. This is our lemon vinegar. And in Morocco, when they serve olives in bread, they serve a lemon vinegar with it. So like in Italy, when you get the balsamic vinegar and the balsamic and the olive oil, you kind of dip it in. Well, in Morocco, and it's so delicious, right, with that focaccia bread. Well, in Morocco, the bread is plain, and they take lemon vinegar and the best olive oil I've ever tasted. Of course, I haven't been to very many places. So yeah. Well, I will show you on a live stream when we're in Morocco, okay? Because it's so good. Most of the restaurants have a lemon vinegar. So you have your plate, and you put the vinegar, and you put the olive oil, and then they have spices. So they have harissa, which is a red pepper spice. It's in powder form. And they have cumin, which of course is really good. And you dip your bread in that, and it's like this wonderful flat bread. I can't remember what it's called, but it's so good, especially with the olives. And so good. All right, let me measure this out. So let's get back on track here. I got to get some sleep tonight, and I've got to do all of these. That's the way it is, though, with school, right? You just go. My scale's being funny. You gonna stay? All right, now I'll trust you. So this is Olive M100. This is a natural, Cosmo certified even, I think, emulsifying wax. Is really popular. When I was studying at Formula Botanica, which I still do, they'll open labs and things, but I graduated from that school last year, which was super exciting. Their skincare certification. That was, I am leaving for Morocco on Wednesday. And I'm going to be there for almost 3 weeks. So I'm hopefully going to be there for 3 weeks. That will be super, super fun. All right, so let's measure out the water. I just need to sanitize this one. Now the slurry is going to go into the water phase. So this is how it should have been done. Yeah, this Wednesday coming up. I know, it's fast, huh? I've got like suitcases on the ground. I'm getting all of my traveling lab ready with all of my ingredients and my tools and all of the presents that I have from my students. I got this, now they probably won't be watching this. So I got this nano mister. So you like plug it in, and we're gonna make a facial mister. So when we're hot, you can just spray this, and I'm gonna use either neroli, orange blossom water, or rose water to kind of provide a little bit of humectant as well as some wonderful stabilizing for the microbiome of the skin and hydration, because I'm coming from the Pacific Northwest, which is basically a temperate rainforest, and we're going to the high desert, the equatorial area. So it's going to be so much drier than it is here. So yeah, we're going to need a lot of hydration. I even got this water bottle that you can spray yourself from. I am originally from southern Idaho, and I married a Canadian boy, and I've been living in Victoria, British Columbia for the last 35 years. So yeah, I love it here. It's beautiful. All right, let me just measure out the water so I can do my swappy change up. Boy, I might have to get another scale before I go. It's really frustrating when, and I need to do some more math. So where did my calculator go? So I know how much water I should have. Here's my calculation. So 15.5 plus 0.4 plus, is it 4? 4. Oops. 4 plus 1. Oh. All right, let's do that again. 14. Oh, it's getting late. Oh, you're from DC and you're going to the Philippines. I've been invited to go to the Philippines. You'll have to tell me about the Philippines. I would love to formulate in the Philippines. All those wonderful mangoes. 0.4. And bananas. They're so good for the skin. Washington, D.C. How long are you going to be in the Philippines? You can have a nice long visit and get you some lechon while you're there, I hope. Go for a barbecue. 3 months? Oh my goodness. Do you have family there? Do you have family? You're so lucky. If you do, you're so lucky. Oh my gosh. Filipino food is the greatest. In fact, I think I gained a lot of weight during COVID because I just got stuck on Jollibee spaghetti, the Jollibee style spaghetti, the sweet spaghetti. Oh yeah, I went to 3 lechon parties this past Christmas. It was so much fun, so much fun, and my cassava cake's pretty good too. Although my favorite, I think, holiday salad is the macaroni salad with the red and the green coconut in it. That is so good. No, I even like sig sig. Is that what it's called? Sig sig. I had pork sig sig just this last week with yeah, it was made with lechon. It was so good. It was so good. And then I made my own. My friend, one of my friends from the Philippines, he said, "Oh, this is so easy. You can make it." And then we did, and we had it for lunch, and it was just brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. So 15.5 plus 1. I can say one phrase. ¿Cómo está? And then if somebody asks me that, he says, "Nibutika." That's the only tagline I know. I'm fine. How are you? Yeah, I'm just learning. I'm just learning. So it's because it's the reason that was probably the easiest ones to learn because it's so close to Spanish, right? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Yeah. Oh, 3 months. You're so lucky. Okay. Okay, let me just do some, I got to do a little bit of math and I'll get right back to you. 15.5, 16.5, 16.9, 17, 18, 19, 20.9. Okay, so let's see. 20.9. Oh, I need to do that. 100. See, I should be able to do this in my head right now. It's such an easy math equation. Minus 20.9. I think it's 79.1. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, 79.1. There we go. 79.1. 79.1. 79.1 from my water. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I need to take out some of the other one, and then I'll only be one behind. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if something's touching it. Something's messing with my scale. Here we go. Now try to remember to use very pure water. So either distilled or deionized. Both are both fine. Just close that up. And I'm going to swap this. That's all I have time for is live streams. So I will be doing live streams. They're going to be, well, I'm in Morocco. We're going to be doing live streams during our tours. I'll be doing live streams when I'm doing the classes. I'm doing these live streams right now because I don't have time to put together videos. And I am constantly creating, constantly. So let me go put these on the bain-marie and I will be right back. And we will make another lotion. Just after I pull out that little bit. Ooh, 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 hot. Hot stuff coming up. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's gonna be great. So for the next 2-3 weeks, come and say hi. I love this. Okay. All right, so we've got our slurry, but first and foremost, we need to pull out. Let me grab another one. I've got lots of these, thank goodness. So I need to pull out, let me just get my little scale. 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. I need to pull out 4.4. 5.4 is when I need to pull out. All right, so I need another little cup. Now, if you don't heat your water to the point where you're losing, like it's steaming, you won't have to worry about supervillain in disguise. Exactly. I love working with chemicals. Chemistry is my jam. Chemistry and biology. There we go. Taking out 5.5 just to correct for my error because I had more ingredients that I forgot to put in. The other one's going to be short on water. 0.3, 0.7. We need to take some back. There we go. That can be put away. And now I can make a proper lotion with the proper ingredients. But we need to put our slurry in here. So this is going to go in our water phase. So this is just water. Now let me get rid of this calculator if it's blocking it. I don't know. Can you see? Oh, you subscribed to me 5 years ago. Thank you. I am so glad that you're back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I love making fun things more than just soap. I always have. I think my first thing I ever made was when I was just a little kid. And I made a lip gloss because my Bonnie Bell lip gloss, which was a roller bar, it was the 80s, yes it was. It was empty and I was sad and I didn't have any more money because I didn't have any more money. Oops. For some reason my gums not. Huh. It's plenty hot. Let's see. No, we'll get her in there. Doesn't like hot. We're learning another thing. Don't put your gum in while it's hot. We'll just give it a gentle stir until it's incorporated. Yeah, it's working just fine. And so I popped off the roller ball. Oh, hi. You're my favorite. Thank you for letting me use it. Yeah, I don't even have time to make the mailbox minutes these days. So busy. Oh my gosh. So this is all the ingredients that I get in the mail from everywhere, from all over the world. Oh, you'll have to tell me all about your trip when you get back too. That's so exciting. So this has to cool down to about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a little quieter. Sorry. Now I'm going to scrape the sides because I'm not sure what's going on here. As it cools and along the sides is where it's the thickest. Just going to make sure we don't have anything coming down. Oh, I want to go with you. Can I come with you? I've had like 6 friends go to the Philippines in the last 6 months and tell me how much fun they had and all the good food. So, oh, I hope you have a good time. And I hope you're staying with family. And if not, have a good time with friends. Just, that sounds like a blast. And Philippines definitely is on my list of places to visit and teach. So I have started exploring some of the Philippine beauty trends because it's amazing what you'll find. You'll think that everybody's the same, and they're not. And there's some fun, innovative, amazing things going on in every corner of the world. I don't think I want to come to Manila. It just looks too big. My son in China wants me to come to Shenzhen, which is a really big city. And what I've seen of Manila is super big too, kind of like China big. But I don't know. I think there's some more remote areas where a country girl like me would still feel comfortable. I just got to find some people who, I can meet up with and I can be safe and travel and meet some, good people that can do tours with me. And we'll get a whole group of mainlanders to the Philippines. That would be fun. That would be really fun. Especially my friends from here. They would love to go home, I'm sure. I'm looking for my... Oh, there it is. That's right here, my temperature gauge. See if we can put in our preservative. Oh, yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Here we go. It's where these little tiny cups come in handy, then I don't have to. Here we go. Let's cancel that. Now we're going to use up the rest of, now we're going to use the Dermaven too. So this is a preservative I'm using. All right. Sounds great. Let's do this. I have friends in Mexico that want me to come there too. So we'll definitely be going many, many different places. And I am so excited for it. I am very lucky to have such good friends. That's good. Pour that preservative in. This cup's a little harder to get into. There we go. Once I get it all off of this, you can do. Oh, your wife is from the Philippines. Very cool. So you're going to stay with her family then? Or just go places that she loves? That's fun to do too. I'm sure. These tiny samples, it is really easy to miss getting enough of your preservative in. So I'm just going to scrapey this. Oh, you're bringing her to the USA. That's wonderful. What part of the USA are you in? What part of the US? Looks very, yes, it is. This one is thicker than the last one. Definitely. Definitely thicker sooner. And it's got a different texture, as you can see. But I haven't put it through the mix yet. Mix. We're going to hello this. Mix it. There's another tagalog word I know. Mix. Hello. It's not purple though. Although I did get some ube fragrance in. Yeah, that's a lot thicker than the last one. That's interesting. So this one has stearic acid as well as the same emulsifiers we had before, the Cetera 20. Let's put this one with a label first. So this is sample 5. Got sample 4 there. Okay, let me find my labels. I just keep tossing things around and I'm losing. Well, I was so organized when I got started. Here, let's do a quick pH test. Oh, there they are. I do have to do a pH test. So this is sample 5. Yeah, isn't that the best whisk? It's going to be great because whether I've got electricity or not, I can formulate, which will be awesome because unless I've got battery powered stuff, it's really tricky with our North American plugs. Okay, so I'm just going to dip my strip. And we're going to compare. And we're perfectly right in here with the 5.5. Yeah, 5.5, between 5.4 and 5.5. Perfect. I like that. All right, we've got a good pH. We just need to let it cool. If you cover your cream before it's completely cool, you'll end up with condensation on the top of your lid, which could drip in and cause separation and all that kind of stuff. So there's going to be a little bit of You don't want that to happen, so we're going to just put the label on it. Here, I've got my label. Because I went and got my knife, this is all good. There we go. Now, when I put it into my, oop, can you see that? It's such a bright light. When I put it into my containers for assessment, I'll just transfer these same labels. These are really, really good about letting go. You know, some labels will just like pull apart. These are kind of like a vinyl strip. Do you make gummy? I can make gummies. I've got all the stuff for making gummies. I can even make CBD gummies. Those are really, really good if you're having trouble sleeping. So there's my sample 5. So I'm going to go get sample 4 and we'll redo that one really quick. And then I'll do sample 6 at least, and then I'll hopefully play a little bit with Ritamol's SCG. This one's really, really popular right now here on YouTube because we've got a influencer who really loves it. I don't know if you've heard of Tara Lee. She's really fun to watch. She absolutely loves that stuff. And it's really, really great. But no, I'm going to use this one for a conditioner. That's cationic. Never mind. We're not going to use that. We're going to use Polo Wax. Wait a minute. Why don't I want to use that? Oh, yes. Now I remember. Okay. Not quite there. So I'm going to go ahead and measure out the 3rd sample. Okay. So 79 is our water. And then I'll mix in the glycerin because I've already pre-done it. Oh, there's my scale. Okay, I need more space. I need more space. Okay. And red brown's good. Here we go, lots of water. I don't know if you noticed, but most of your creams and lotion are primarily water. And those are going to give you the best let's try 79.9 is where I should be. More oil isn't necessarily going to help your skin. A gummy scale. Not sure that scale. There we go. Perfect. So now I can add my slurry, and you're going to see this is going to combine a little differently than it does when it's super hot. Now the next one's going to be super hot, unfortunately. I had no idea. I've never had to mix my slurry into a hot water phase. I had no idea it would make any difference. This is how you learn, right? This is how you figure out for something that looks a scale for something I like. There we go. There we go. Up and down. And you see the difference in how it incorporated? And I can heat that, which is great. Now, I don't need any vitamin E. Tocopherols are really when you're using natural vegetable wax and vegetable oils, and we're not using a lot of that right now. We're just, using things that have a very low oxidation, which means they don't go off And the tocopherols will help with certain vegetable oils that have a tendency to go off. So we don't need to use that. All right, so for this one, we're going to do sample 1. We're going to do sample 3. So sample 3, we're using the Ceteryl Olivate Sorbitan Olivate, which is Olivem 1000. Do I use food coloring? Oh yeah, we use FD&C dyes for a lot of things. I usually use food coloring for my, like my candies and things. I'll use cosmetic approved dyes for anything that goes into a cosmetic. So, out of containers. So I've got one more clean container. Let's just dust, sanitize, and work on, on our oil phase here. So this one again has the caprolytic triglycerides as the major oil. This one has good shelf stability, so it's used a lot in the industry. Plant oils are generally used in very, very tiny amounts just for the story, like maybe 1%. And then you still have to use the tocopherol to keep it in check so it doesn't go off. I am a mad scientist. I love this stuff. All right, so the next thing is our, yeah, so we're going to use quite a bit of this Ceteryl Olivate. Okay. I'm going to have to double check. This looks familiar. It's like, am I making the same lotion again? No, I'm not. Although it wouldn't surprise me because I did get myself a little backwards by making that other lotion. Not quite right. All right, so I'm going to go see if that other lotion is ready. That is my 4th sample. And this is my 6th sample. So I'm trying to keep track. So this is sample 6. Where's my sample 4? Ah, sample 4. That's what I'm bringing in to the table next. All right, I'll be right back. I'll be right there. I'm just doing some topping up with my bain-marie. All right, and this just didn't want to melt, so I cheated a little bit and put it in the microwave. It's not going to lose any of its oomph like the water would. It's not going to dissipate. So let's just get our last, well, no, second to last. Just transfer these. Transfer that hot. That's super, super hot. Okay. Here we go. Let's do this one. Give it a mix. Give it a hollow. Yeah, I know, right? That was very hot. I am glad we're nearly done. Okay, as soon as that cools enough, see how it's translucent? It's going to go opaque really carefully. Really carefully, really quickly. All right, so let me show you what's in this bowl while we let that sit. Beautiful. I'm going to pour this. I've actually got a jar. So we're going to move this far away. And I'll bring out the all ready to just show you how beautiful this is. Now, hopefully, I won't get it everywhere. We'll see. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, lemon cup. Ah, it did go everywhere. That's okay. That's okay. So I'm going to do that again for a cleaning. And this smells so gorgeous. It's so, it smells like fresh lemons. It's just beautiful. Yeah, that's true. If I burn my hands, I definitely can't use them. So that is my lemon vinegar that you can have with olive oil and cumin and a little harissa seasoning. Let me just clean up my workstation a little bit here. And then we'll pull out the blender, the whisk. I love these stainless steel bowls because they actually do cool quicker. Now the reason I'm using this is because it's a bit of a high shear, and high shear is going to get your particle size smaller. And because the particle size is smaller, it'll be less likely to separate. Now, if I was making a large batch, I would be using my homogenizer, which is really fancy. But since we're just down here, hanging out, this will do. Do some low shear. That looks way better than it did the first time. There we go. I feel like I'm missing something. I am. I missed my glycerin again. Sample 4 just doesn't want to cooperate for me, but at least I've measured it out properly. So let's add it back in. Oh boy. I'm not sure I should do live streams because I make mistakes. But they're really good for troubleshooting when you do like I do, so I can show you what works and what doesn't. Now I'm going to wait till that's a little cooler before I incorporate it because it did weird things when it was super hot with the last one. Yeah, I removed the water and then I didn't put in the gums. I remember thinking, oh, I measured it out for the other one, and then I put it in the one that's in the bain-marie now. So that's right. When you make a mistake, you learn from it. It's all good. All good. Make sure we get the right one. Here's our glycerin. 4 grams. that out. Ooh, that looks really good. Let's do kind of a backwards movement. There we go. Let's try again. Nearly there, nearly there, nearly there. There, that's good. All right, let's make our slurry. I am going to attempt one more, and at least do the Polax with the glycerin and humectant. I mean, the glycerin, which is the humectant, the glycerin and the xanthan gum. Now, there are other gums and things you can use. Guar is really nice. The xanthan, this particular type of xanthan, when I say xanthan gum, there are probably 50 different xanthan gums on the market. This one is a cosmetic grade xanthan gum. You might be able to use one of those food grade xanthan gums that you get for like keto diets, but it's not going to perform the same way as a bye-bye. Thank you for joining me. I'm just about ready to wrap up. Bye. Enjoy your trip to the Philippines. Hopefully we'll chat again soon. Okay. Right, now I can mix this in. And I finally have an almost properly. We'll see if it does anything weird, and we'll know what I did wrong anyway. Get the pebble in here. The whisk cutter. That is beautiful. Last thing I'm going to do is check my temperature, and if it's less than 40, yep, we can add in our preservative. So I'm going to use this for my preservative. And we're using again Germavan 2. I've got quite a bit more than I need. I'm going to pull it out. You never want to go over on your preservative. Because there are regulatory limits that you have to make sure that you abide by when it comes to preservatives. I love just doing this to a small amount. And then adding it in, kind of like making a gravy. Right? Now you always want to make sure that the preservative that you have can handle the heat. Because if it can't handle the heat, you're just wasting your time, wasting the preservative, and completely leaving your creams and your lotions unprotected. Look at that beautiful thick cream already. Already it's gorgeous. Actually makes the traces so thick. Look at that. Look at the traces it's leaving. Oh, my lighting is so bright. Anyway, love it. I'm gonna label it, and then I'm gonna do sample. This is sample 4. So this is even without any stearic acid. It's got a more gorgeous skin feel. Look. Awesome. Everything's getting all sticky. Okay. Maybe I can get this off. Might have to just put it on top, lay it on top. Sounds like things are getting pretty warm on the stove, so I better get that last sample over here. I am going to just stick this cooled enough. I will double check it before I go to bed. It's all labeled like that. Go grab the other 2. It's being noisy. It's not done yet. Another few more minutes. Okay, so I'll go grab the vinegar and pour it over for cleaning. A cleaning vinegar. So we have a culinary vinegar, which I did before. Now we're going to add a ton and just cover this right up. And one day I'll put it in a squeeze bottle. Use it to make my favorite cleaners. There we go. And that'll keep anything away from it. So I'm going to find a safe spot to put this, and I'll be right back. My oil phase is having trouble in the bakery. It's just not getting quite hot enough. So we're giving it about 10 seconds in the microwave. Finish it off because it's not going to affect the final product. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour this. It's already nice and thick. And wait till it This is why Olive Garden 1000 is so popular. It really is a high performance eco-certified emulsifier. It's beautiful. Look at the difference. I don't know if you can see this. Oh, wow. In comparison to like without the humectants, it was a completely different animal. I've got one left, so I'll have to do the Polo Wax. I've just been too busy. I've run out of containers. We'll have to do the Polo Wax another time. Probably tomorrow morning. Off camera, afraid. Gonna miss it. There we go. Super, super hot. Let's do that in there. I've got a night owl. One of my daughters just never likes to go to bed. She'll stay up all night if I let her. I think Daddy's finally decided, honey, you're going to bed. Alyssa, you need to go to bed, sweetheart. We're homeschooled, so we can do what we want. My daughter knows it too. She knows she can. Well, tomorrow's Saturday, so she can certainly stay up as late as she wants. She's 15. I'm staying up late. Why can't she? All right, so this is going to take a while to get down to a temperature where I can add the preservative and then do the final pH testing. So I'll just set that over there, put my scales away. Let me just clean them up really quick. This whole house is up late. It's going to be fine. When I go to Morocco, I can just call my husband, talk to him. Of course, he'll probably be sleeping. Not me around here to keep everyone awake. Just going to do a little wipe down and then sanitize. And then tuck these away till tomorrow. There's my spray. I love this stuff. This stuff is absolutely fabulous. Okay, store that. Store that. And then wipe down the scale. So after I get this cleaned up, we're going to do the unveiling, whatever it is I brought from, I bought for the trip. Hopefully it's for the trip. Still have a few things that I would like to take if they come in time. Oh yeah. So one of these, I think I will use a portion of the first mistake I did. And that all needs to be washed. What did I get on here? Something red. Oh, probably dyes. I've been playing with dyes a lot because we're getting ready. Look at all that dye. See the red? We're getting ready to make Moroccan lip pots in Morocco. So we're actually going to go to a potter in Morocco, my friend Mohammed. And if you want to purchase a tangine or a tangia, I think I'm going to get a tangia, but maybe even a tangine. I haven't decided. I've got my daughter Melissa coming with me, and she's in a wheelchair. And wheelchairs are great because you can just like pile stuff on them, carry it. Yeah, there are positives to every. There is a silver lining in every rainbow. Okay, we're at 48. We've got a little bit to go. Let's give this another little mix. Hello. It's still a bit high for our preservatives. So the next thing we're going to do, and our final activity, we're finally going to do our final activity. We're going to do a mailbox minute, which I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to be really disappointed if this is not a soap supply. Oh, it's not. But it's really not something I'm going to be disappointed in. Let me show you. I was showing you guys this stuff before. I got some Hismile. So Hismile is the best toothpaste, in my opinion, on the market right now. And it comes out of Australia. And this is the newest one. This is the salted caramel toothpaste. Now, after I finished the rheology unit, there was a little bit of a blip on making toothpaste. And so I started doing some research on toothpaste formulations. All right, ready to use my teeth because my nails don't work. And toothpaste, they're not sharp. I should have got stilettos. What was I thinking? So I've been doing a lot of formulating briefs for toothpaste, and I have been having trouble finding a lot of the ingredients. Like there's a gum that they use specifically, but I can't really find. Oh my gosh, I think I have a new toothpaste flavor. I gotta get some more of this salted caramel. Most of their flavors are limited edition. Oh my gosh, I get 3 of those. Okay, if you get the deal is 3 for $20 right now. Otherwise, you can pay up to $17 just for one. All right. Now, this is the Chupa Chup Strawberry Cream Toothpaste, also wonderful. This one is the Choco Vanilla Chupa Chups, also wonderful. And then, of course, the cola. Now, you can mix the flavors, which is the funnest part. This one I'll probably tonight when I do my teeth. I've never looked forward to brushing my teeth as much as when I discovered Hismile. So I have to thank Hismile. This is not a paid advertisement, but if you want to sponsor me, you can. If you want to hire me as a chemist, you can. Soon I'll be fully qualified. But yeah, no, this is really, really fun. So I was looking for the ingredients and I couldn't find fluoride. Sodium fluoride is really hard to purchase, probably because here in North America it is considered a drug, and you have to have a license to probably get it. But children's mouthwash or mouth rinse already has the fluoride in it. So I thought, and I'm going to try different gums until I can find the right one to give us this wonderful gel-like consistency. And then I'll share it with you guys. Okay. Yeah, my first flavor I think I can make is things with strawberry, because strawberry is probably my favorite children's rinse. So I could make like a strawberry horchata or a strawberry chocolate or a strawberry. Yeah, you see what I'm going with this? Fun stuff, a mixed berry. But these, if you really want to start having fun with your teeth routine, they're designed with consultation with dentists. So they are being tested by dentists all over Australia. I think all over the world, if I read the company philosophy and the company blog correctly. But they're famous for their purple color correcting toothpaste, which basically takes those yellow tones and temporarily makes them look brighter. And it does actually work. I have been using their PAP pen on my canines, which are darker, and one of my veneers. And they actually, I think, are a little more, I don't know, you can tell me, even. Like the color seems to be more even than it ever has been. And that, there's a testimony of how their greatness. But I had to place an order tonight because they had all sorts of crazy. I thought they were like, we'll see if they actually come, the flavors, but there was like a mustard one. I have tried their popcorn one. I got you get the little sample ones when they're putting it out there, but there's like a dill pickle, I think, or dill something. And yeah, there was like cheese flavored one. I don't know what that's gonna be like. I tried the gummy bear one. It wasn't that good, but then I noticed it didn't come out in the full size either. But when they come out the full size, you may as well just get them because they don't last forever. I think there was a Biscoff one before I discovered them, and I totally missed out on that. So yeah, it's funny that the last couple of live streams I've ended with promoting Hismile, but I absolutely, it makes me smile. And I'm one of those people with terrible teeth, so this really helps keep me doing what I should. So thank you, Hismile. So with that, I'm going to go get some sleep because I've got a big mess to clean up, and I'll see you the next time I can get on. I hope you enjoyed the update on the Lash shampoos that I've been formulating with. And oh, there isn't. Maybe I'll do Ritamals. No, that one's the cationic. I don't want to use that. I'll stick to the anionics for lotions. Cationics feel weird on the skin. I don't like them. Anyway, that's just me. Anyway, so if you enjoyed this live stream, please click like and subscribe. If you have any questions in the comments, leave them for me there. I'm constantly troubleshooting because I've got a million things on my mind, but I do know how to correct, and you can see me correct, and then you can see if it works. So next time I bring you back, hopefully tomorrow, if I can, I will show you the lotion samples, and I think I will wait until tomorrow to make that high performance vitamin A retinol because I need to do a little more research, and I want to make sure I do it right. But the Edelweiss serum is a success. I'm noticing fewer deep lines in my forehead, and hyaluronic acid does also help, but I wasn't getting the same power punch from the anti-aging with hyaluronic acid on its own. So the Edelweiss is one thing I use during the day and along with hyaluronic acid. And then I also at night, which before I go to bed and I take off all my makeup, I'll be putting on the lemon ferment, which causes brightening. It's actually, I'm noticing my skin tone is a lot evener. And with any kind of vitamin C, I would recommend personally that you use them at night because they are photosensitive, and you could have a reaction, and it might not be pleasant, like discoloration on your face kind of thing. Maybe with someone like me who has uneven melatonin in their skin, it'd be more pronounced, but you know, why chance it? Anyway, click like and subscribe. Please come back. Thank you to the over 2,000 subscribers that have found us in the last month or so. I am so grateful you're here, and I hope you stick around. Bye.